What if I told you there's a woman who lives every day completely without clothes, not because she has to, but because it's her truth? In her world, nudity isn't shameful. It's powerful. It's tradition. It's beauty. Today, we uncover the deeply human, emotional, and cultural reasons why nudity in her tribe isn't taboo, it's sacred. And the truth? It will absolutely shock you. To understand why this woman doesn't wear clothes, we have to take you far away from modern cities and into the heart of Africa. Deep within the savannas and forests, there are tribes untouched by the rhythms of the outside world. One such tribe embraces a lifestyle that many outsiders might find shocking: complete, unapologetic nudity. But here's the twist. It's not about rebellion. It's not about seduction. It's about freedom, identity, pride. Let's begin with her story. Meet Ebony. Ebony is 27 years old. She lives in a small tribal village where traditions stretch back hundreds of years. From the moment she was born, her community taught her that the human body is not something to be hidden. It is something to be honored, celebrated. "Why should I be ashamed of the body I was born in?" she asks. And when she says it, there's no hint of insecurity, only peace. But where did this belief come from? And how does it survive in today's fast-changing world? The roots of nudity in tribal culture. Many African tribes, like the Himba in Namibia or the Surma in Ethiopia, view nudity through an entirely different lens. What outsiders might call naked or nude, they see as traditional, normal, even beautiful. In these communities, clothing is reserved for ceremonial events or the cold season. Day-to-day life is lived with bare skin and open hearts. There's no pornography here. No erotic industry. Just natural living. And the reason? It's simple. Clothing, in many of these cultures, represents hierarchy, colonial control, and shame. By removing it, they remove those chains. Still with me? Because this is where it gets even more interesting. The clash with the outside world. When outsiders visit, they often react with shock. Some with fascination. Others with judgment. Documentaries titled "Naked Tribe Topless Girls" or even "Tribe Sex" circulate online, feeding curiosity. But these videos often miss the point. They see skin, but not soul. Body, but not belief. So what happens when someone like Ebony encounters tourists pointing cameras, giggling, or making rude comments? She smiles. Then she walks away. Because for her, shame is a foreign language. Strength and simplicity. Without clothes, Ebony says, she feels more connected to nature, to her ancestors, to the earth. "When I feel the sun on my skin, I feel alive," she explains. "When I walk barefoot, I feel grounded." These feelings aren't just romantic ideas. Studies show that people who live closer to nature have lower stress, better sleep, and stronger immune systems. Perhaps Ebony is not primitive. Maybe she's ahead of us. And yes, she knows how the world views her. But she doesn't care. What nudity really means here. Let's clear something up. This isn't about sex. In Ebony's tribe, nudity is not erotic. In fact, most tribe members say that clothing is more provocative, because it implies something hidden. In their culture, it's not the body that is private, it's the spirit. Marriage, love, intimacy, they exist, of course. But they're not plastered on screens or sold as entertainment. They're sacred. And here's where things take a surprising turn. When Western influence arrives. With globalization, more cameras, and social media, tribes like Ebony's face increasing pressure to conform. Young girls start wearing t-shirts. Elders argue over whether to hold on to tradition or modernize. Some tribes become tourist attractions labeled "Naked Tribe Experiences" or "Nude Tribal Tours." But Ebony? She stays grounded. "We are not your fantasy," she says. "We are people." Powerful words. Don't you think? The price of staying true. Choosing to live this way comes at a cost. There are whispers, online comments, even hate. But Ebony walks through it all, holding her head high. Because for her, wearing nothing is about owning everything: her body, her story, her freedom. What we can learn. Whether you agree with her or not, one thing is clear: Ebony lives without apology. And in a world where we're told what to wear, how to act, and who to be, that's radical. Her story isn't just about nudity. It's about courage. So maybe the real question isn't, why doesn't she wear clothes? It's this: would you be brave enough to live that free? In many cultures, nudity is seen as natural, not taboo. Says she grew tired of hiding her body, and instead wanted to embrace it without shame. The real reason this woman chooses not to wear clothes isn't about shock value or seeking attention. It's about embracing a deeper sense of freedom, body acceptance, and authenticity. For her, nudity is not a statement of rebellion, but a way of reconnecting with herself and the natural world, free from the constraints and expectations that clothing often symbolizes in modern society. She describes the experience as liberating, a way to challenge the norms that have long dictated how women should look, dress, and behave. Rather than conforming to fashion trends or hiding behind fabrics that often come with judgment or insecurity, she chooses to live in a way that feels honest to her identity. This lifestyle is not about being provocative or inappropriate. In fact, she is deeply respectful of social and legal boundaries, only practicing nudity in appropriate settings such as her home, nature, or designated clothing optional spaces. Her journey is part of a broader movement that advocates for body neutrality and freedom of choice, encouraging others to question why nudity is so often stigmatized when it is, at its core, our natural state. If you found this story eye-opening, give this video a thumbs up. Subscribe for more journeys into the world's most fascinating tribes and cultures. Drop a comment below. Would you be able to live like Ebony?